The Broken Arrow Board of Education and the faculty of Broken Arrow High School welcome you to the BOK Center for the 107th Annual Broken Arrow High School Commencement.
To welcome the graduates of the class of 2015. standing as our colors are presented by the members of the United States Army and remain standing as our high school trumpet ensemble performs our national anthem. Continue standing as our colors are presented by the members of the United States Army and remain standing as our high school trumpet ensemble performs our national anthem. Sergeant of the Color Guard, please advance and present the colors. Thank you. You may be seated. Tonight, we honor those of you who have served, are currently serving, or have enlisted. As our choir performs, please stand when you hear your branch's song. We salute you for your dedication and service. Tonight, I have the pleasure to recognize Dr. Jarrod Mendenhall, Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Mendenhall graduated from Enid High School in 1986, earned his Bachelor of Science degree in Education in 1991, a Master of Science degree in Public School Administration in 1997 from Northeastern State University, and his doctorates in Educational Leadership from Oral Roberts in 2011. Dr. Mendenhall is married to Jana Mendenhall, who is also a career educator, and together they have 2 children, Jessica and Allie. During Dr. Mendenhall's educational career, he has served as a history teacher, a coach, assistant principal, curriculum director, assistant superintendent, and now superintendent of Broken Arrow Public Schools. Please welcome Dr. Jarrod Mendenhall to the platform to address the class of 2015.
Before I speak to you tonight, I would like to listen to the Broken Arrow High School alma mater. So I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Rosser to sing our alma mater.
As we look to tomorrow and we leave the past behind, the friendships and memories will stay within our minds for the times we shared together and the changes yet to come. Here's to you, Broken Arrow, our futures have begun.
Well, it is truly a great night to be a Broken Arrow Tiger. It is so exciting to be with you tonight. Good evening and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the Broken Arrow High School class of 2015. It is with great pride that I address you tonight at this commencement ceremony, recognizing this is as much a celebration for your families as it is for you. You see, commencement means just that. Will go out from here to start a new leg of your journey. Tonight's ceremony marks not only the end of your high school career, but the beginning of all that comes next. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce the delegation joining me here on stage this evening. If each delegate would rise as their name is announced, and the audience, I would appreciate it if you would hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Mr. Chuck Perry, Assistant Superintendent for Student Services. Dr. Janet Dunlop, Assistant Superintendent for Instructional Services. Ms. Donna Grottle, Broken Arrow High School Teacher of the Year. Mrs. Cheryl Kelly, Board President. Mr. Steve Allen, Board Vice President. Mr. Steve Majors, Board Deputy Clerk. Mr. Jerry Denton, Board Clerk. Dr. Teresa Williamson, Board Member. Miss Debbie Renz, High School Principal. Miss Tram Lee, Senior Class President. Mr. Chase Snyder, Student Council President. Mr. Paul Davies, Class of Distinction Representative. Mr. Terry Stover, Past Board President. Miss Melissa Galloway, Margaret Hudson Principal. Mr. Jack Pugh, Alternative Academy Principal. And Miss Margaret Coates, Freshman Academy Principal. And on the floor, sitting with our graduates this evening, Mr. Dwayne Thompson, Chief Financial Officer. Miss Michelle Bergwall, Chief Operating Officer. Miss Shelley Holland Handy, Chief Communications Officer. Mr. Mark Officer, Executive Director of Secondary Instruction. And Dr. Rick Dale, Executive Director of Fine Arts. Please give these individuals a round of applause. I would also like those graduates who will be serving in the military to please stand to be recognized. If you are a graduate, please stand and be recognized if you have signed up for the military. I want to personally say thank you for your honor, courage, and commitment to our country. There is no greater honor than to serve in the United States military. Thank you. You may be seated. First tonight, I would like to address those joining us here tonight in the audience. You have looked forward to this day for quite some time. And while I know it is a reason for celebration, I know it is also a difficult time. Your baby is graduating from high school. Can you believe it? That day has really come. I'm sure as you reflect on the time, it has gone by way too fast. You know, it was just yesterday that you took them to their first day of kindergarten, and your hope was that they would have a great day. It was just yesterday that you purchased their first new bicycle and then watch them ride without training wheels. And if you're anything like me, one of the most recent memories I have with my child is driving out of the driveway. I have to say, this is the most difficult one for me as a father. That is funny. So now, as you move them from the upstairs bedroom to their dorm room or their first apartment, remember your work is not done. Your role now is similar to when you took their training wheels off their bike. You have to know when to hold on and when to let go. They will soon be in control of their own journey before they even realize that you're not holding on anymore. Love them, support them, and encourage them, and know that they will always be your baby. Now, to the graduates sitting before me this evening, I know your parents are very proud of you. I also think they deserve a little recognition tonight for doing such a fantastic job of getting you to this seat that you're sitting in tonight. So let's give our parents a round of applause. And as a parent, I would like to take this opportunity to give you some fatherly advice. Graduation is not only a milestone, but also a transition from your childhood to your adulthood. Just as I said to your parents about letting you carve your own path, now you have a new role as well. The training wheels are off and your parents are about to let go. Do you know where you're headed? And when you get there to your destination, can you look back and feel good about how you got there? The answer is yes. Yes, you can. I, along with your teachers, principals, and counselors and friends, have seen you do it. You can do anything you choose to do. That's the beauty and sometimes the hardest part of being an adult. You get to choose. You are in charge of your own destiny. Life is unpredictable. There will be good times and there will be bad times. Everyone in this arena tonight has experienced challenges in their own lives. But how you choose to respond to those challenges will make all of the difference in success or failure. I was at the high school last week and had the opportunity to listen to some of our students presenting their final semester projects. In one of these presentations, Miss Mackenzie Barnes spoke about a blog she had created. I have to tell you, I was immediately struck by the depth of her work and amazed it came from someone so young. She encouraged her readers to make a positive impact on the world and to live in the present and to persevere through difficult times. It reminded me of a poem that has always resonated with me since I was a teenager. It is called The Man in the Glass by Peter Dale Wimbrow Sr., and I'd like to share it with you tonight. When you get what you want in your struggle for self, and the world makes you king for a day, just go to the mirror and look at yourself and see what the man has to say. For it isn't your father or mother or wife whose judgment upon you must pass. The fellow whose verdict counts most in your life is the one staring back at you in the glass. He's the fellow to please, never mind all the rest, for he's with you clear to the end. And you've passed your most difficult, dangerous test if the man in the glass is still your friend. You may fool the whole world down the pathway of years and get pats on the back as you pass, but your final reward will be the heartache and tears if you've cheated the man in the glass. You know, as I've read that to you, it's taken me a long time, many years, to fully understand this poem. It tells us to pursue our dreams and understand that there will be adversity along the way, but we must always remember to be true to ourselves. I see future leaders of our country sitting before me tonight. Some of you will be world-class engineers. There will be others that will choose to be entrepreneurs, accountants, teachers, or doctors. In fact, I predict there is someone sitting among you who will become a millionaire before they are 30. But remember, even though $1 million sounds really nice right now, true success only comes with happiness, not money, and from surrounding ourselves with people we love and not things. It comes from knowing that you've made a positive impact on the world and the people around you. Class of 2015, I urge you to leave here tonight and make your mark on this world. Be brave, be bold, but be mindful that you have just one life. Use it to make the world a better place for yourself and for all of those around you. Congratulations, and again, job well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mendenhall. At this time, it is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Chase Snyder, Student Council President, to the platform to address the senior class.
Class of 2015, it is an honor to be standing in front of you today. First and foremost, I have to begin by thanking some very important people for helping me become who I am today. Above all else, my parents. Mom, you are an incredible source of inspiration, not only in my life, but all what you encounter. It is with pride I profess that I am and always will be a mama's boy. Dad, you are my #1 supporter and biggest fan. Despite the questionable decisions I've made in my life, you've done everything you can to help make my dreams come true. I'd also like to thank the rest of my family for coming tonight. On behalf of the graduating class, I want to thank everyone who has helped to make our year as monumental as it was. We set the bar high, juniors. The challenge has been issued. Lastly, thanks to all the incredible friends I've made from all around the world and all different walks of life. You guys kept me going when I didn't think I had anything left. Well, we made it. When I say we made it, I mean that we made it to the beginning. These 4 years of high school have definitely been the best years of my life. However, I, as you should as well, have plans to grow up and not reflect back and say, those years in high school were the best years of my life. No, we should live our lives with such fulfillment that it would be impossible to choose a favorite memory. I have some ideas on how to make it so that we can live such a life, and I will do it through the only way I know possible. A 3-point thesis, 3 body paragraphs, and a convincing conclusion. Give that a 9, AP English teachers. All right, I'll get right to it. My 3 key points for happiness are carpe diem, connectedness, and passion. For those of you who don't speak Latin, carpe diem basically means YOLO. And for those of you who don't speak mainstream rap slang, YOLO is an acronym for You Only Live Once. Now, I know we are all tired of hearing the overused phrase YOLO from that Kanye song, but I think there is something important to be considered here. Okay, listen, I'm not saying go do something crazy and use YOLO as your get-out-of-jail-free card, but I think what Tupac meant by YOLO was that you should realize that your life is finite. We only get so many years on this spectacular planet, in this incredible galaxy, in this stunning universe. It's going to be hard, but let's do our best not to get caught up in the busyness of our jobs and the stress of our lives and take time to enjoy what beauty is around us. Let's acknowledge that our time here is less than the tick of a second on the cosmic clock. I know to some that is a scary thought. This is not scary in my opinion, but one of the most beautiful burdens the possession of life has given us. So remember that whenever your boss is yelling at you over a report or you're stressed about a job interview, carpe diem, YOLO, seize the day. Actually, YOLO sounds like a cool tattoo idea. What do you think, Mom? On to point 2, connectedness. So far along on your journey of life, you've met a very wide spectrum of different types of individuals, and you will meet a lot more. Some may groan at the thought of human interaction, and I'll admit, I occasionally find myself groaning. But we need to realize that human interaction is one of the coolest things we as humans can do. It is what sets us apart from the rest of the animals. Everyone has a story to tell, and no story is the same as the last. It can be hard approaching people if you're shy or otherwise hesitant, I know. But hear this advice. All it takes is 10 seconds of courage. That's it, 10 seconds. Stop just staring, remember that it only takes 10 measly seconds, build up the courage, and say hey to that cute girl you always see at Starbucks. Ask the kid who sits at lunch to eat with you in your group. Introduce yourself to that guy who is reading that book you love, probably something by John Green, I don't know. Believe it, you will get so much more out of life if you realize how awesome people are and what they have to give to the world. Spread love everywhere you go and to everyone you meet. To my third and final keyword, passion. This is, I believe, the single most important piece of advice I can give. We all, deep down, have our own different passions. I know right here in this graduating class, we have some incredibly talented individuals. Whatever you're passionate about, even if it's multiple things, pursue. Find what you love doing and commit yourself. If you love to write and your dream for years has been to be published, commit, pursue, live your dream. Yeah, you may have to work at some fast food restaurants or mow some yards, but if it gets you there, it gets you there. If then, 5 years down the road, you realize you love taking care of animals, then go out there and be the best veterinarian this world has ever seen. Being passionate is not something that only affects yourself. Passion is what gets us to realize our full potentials. Okay, an understanding that your time to impact the world is limited, reaching out to whomever you can amongst 7,234,450,000 people, and harnessing your passion to achieve what no one thought you could is what will get you to that point in your life where you can look back at your incredible time on this pale blue dot in the universe and be unable to smile any bigger. Thank you for letting me stand in front of you and give this speech. It is a moment I will never forget and an honor that I will never take for granted. Class of 2015, I wish you the best of luck in all your endeavors. Thank you. Now welcome Mr. Paul Davies, representing the class of distinction.
Mokokoma Mokoana, a nonconformist in South Africa, once wrote that we almost only greet strangers when we need something from them, time, directions, etc. So hello, strangers. I need you to like my speech and my voice for the time being because I have been given the opportunity and responsibility of filling up 3 minutes of this incredibly important night. I hope you enjoy tonight and that you slightly remember my words. Foremost, I'd like you to thank our teachers and administration for doing their jobs every day and trying new approaches to teaching and schooling in general. Broken Arrow High School is far from perfect, and I think every student has 1 or 2 disagreements. However, I appreciate that action is being taken. How many other schools would be willing to create a study hall that requires students to go to the classes they need help in? That is a lot of extra work that they chose to put in to help their students. We know those teachers that go above and beyond, the individuals doing a really amazing job of positively impacting their students. These teachers are striving to pass on the invaluable knowledge of their subjects, and at the same time are trying to convince students to take an active role in their education. Personally, I've been taught that any person can control his education. He can speed it up or slow it down, stir it up or let it simmer. He has the power to add or take away from discussions. I'd like to share with you the words of one successful gentleman who understands the power an individual can hold. When asked how he achieved such a high level of success, Will Smith said, "Where I excel is ridiculous, sickening work ethic. You know, while the other guy's sleeping, I'm working." He has put in the work and did not waste his time to become what he is today. There wasn't a trick. Will Smith and many other well-known individuals just sought greatness day in and day out. This greatness is not some heroic feature that only special people receive. Anyone and everyone should be seeking this greatness in life. As I'm sure you've realized, in Broken Arrow, you get out what you put in. That's one of the phrases Pride likes to try and drill in your head, and they aren't wrong. In class, if you try to learn enough, you'll learn. But if you do not try, then you'll get your own reward. In conclusion, I don't know what you've done with your time in high school. In this crowd, there are some Eagle Scouts, sports captains, club officers, and national merit finalists. There are also future soldiers, nurses, teachers, politicians, activists, and all sorts of scientists. All of our work has been culminating into a mountain peak. We won't be able to come back to this year, and we can't be seniors again. We can choose to turn our heads in search of the next mountain to climb, or retreat to a valley to reminisce on our time spent here. Don't be fooled into the belief that this is the climax of your novel. Be ready for the life that's in store. As the Boy Scouts motto go, be prepared. In parting, I'll leave you with the words of two individuals that have achieved greatness. My personal favorite, Tom Hanks, may you live as long as you want and not want as long as you live. And the bard himself, Shakespeare, I commend you to your own content. Thank you. Please welcome President of our senior class and future Dr. Tramley to the podium to address the senior class.
Good evening, friends, family, and the Broken Arrow senior class of 2015. Before I commence my speech, I'd like to thank our teachers and faculty for getting up early every morning just for the the students. I'd especially like to mention Mrs. Grottle. Thank you for seeing my potential when I saw none. To all of my friends, I can't tell you how grateful I am for the bonds we shared. And finally, to Mom and Dad, thank you for providing me with all of your support and love. No matter where I am or what I do with my life, I will always come home. And I'm sorry for that one time I got a D in physics. I can't help but think about how surreal it is to finally have this moment, the day we thought would never come. Today marks the beginning of the rest of our lives. This is when we're thrown out into the real world and get to call ourselves adults. But after 12 years of wanting to be taken seriously and have more independence, for some reason, this year was when I started thinking that I didn't want to grow up. Lately, I've been rewinding my mind and going through my memories, and I realized how much has changed, both with myself and the world around me. I remember how, in middle school, being best friends meant that you took pictures together at the Apple store, or wearing the word Fitch across your shirt meant that you were cool. We were all so innocent and unknowing, just trying to fit in with the world that wasn't that big to us yet. Fast forward to high school, what everyone says will be the quickest 4 years of your life. I'd have to agree with that, but it's also been the 4 years that I've seen the most change. Just ask Miley Cyrus. We all started looking for our own niches. We found friends that became a second family, and we started to see the world with more meaning and opportunity. I don't know about you, but that's also what scares me. The older I get, the less I have my parents there to rescue me. There are more responsibilities. I'm the driver now, and if I fit the stereotype at all, I will most likely crash. Many times. I always have the same dream, where I'm falling, but I never hit the ground. I always wake up before then. I feel like that's relevant to all of our lives. We worked up to this point, and now we're deathly afraid to jump. But I finally realized that the past is irreversible. Things that happen, all the triumphs and sorrows, are what helped us get to where we are now, and we shouldn't pass over the opportunities that we're given. When you get the chance to jump, don't waste it stressing over what could be at the bottom waiting for you. The only way to find out is to believe in yourself and take that leap of faith. And don't stop or wake up until you find out what's at the bottom. Maybe it's the job you've dreamed of having since you were a kid. Or maybe it's just Josh Pumphrey with that hideous Lloyd Christmas haircut. And even if there's no one there to save you when you mess up, in all honesty, there's really only one person that can save you, and that is you. Yes, the past 4 years have been filled with memories that will forever be in our hearts. But if taking ACTs and watching us almost beat Union's football team every fall were part of the best 4 years of your life, then I'm sorry. What's to come, what lies in our futures ahead, those should be the best years. I want to challenge you all. Now is the time to spread your wings and live out all of your dreams. Stop falling in love with memories and start falling in love with being alive. And of course, I'm not going to tell you that everything is perfect and that we're not going to hit a few bumps along the way. We all make mistakes, and there are some days where you just want to lie in bed and stare up at the ceiling. But just remember that even your worst days only have 24 hours. We have a whole life ahead of us, and now we are in the driver's seat, for better or for worse. In the wise words of Barry Manilow, I believe that we are who we choose to be. Nobody is going to come and save you. You've got to save yourself. Nobody is going to give you anything. You've got to go out and fight for it. Nobody knows what you want except you, and nobody will be as sorry as you if you don't get it. So don't give up your dreams. Congratulations, Broken Arrow Class of 2015. At this time, I would like for you to join me in the annual ringing of the bell, which began early in the days of this proud school. A bell existed to note an occasion of particular significance, and as we so often do, we choose to reach into our past and resurrect those symbols and sounds which provided inspiration to bring us to this point and make us what we are. The old bell of historical Broken Arrow High School is with us this evening, and we call forth Ceridian Kilbane and Trenticus Cantrell of the class of 2015 to ring the bell for blessings and good fortune. John Dunn asked, "For whom doth the bell toll?" Seniors, at this moment the answer is clear. It tolls for thee.
Before I present the class of 2015, there are some people that I would like to recognize. If you are a Broken Arrow graduate, please rise now. To those that graduated before, I am proud to say that the class of 2015 continued our legacy of excellence with their accomplishments. They have truly been an extraordinary group of students. If you are a member of the faculty staff of any BA public school, would you please rise at this time? We personally thank you for your dedication to the education and well-being of these students. You have helped this night be possible. You, along with their parents, should feel a great sense of pride for their success, both in the academic arena and within our community. On behalf of these seniors, we thank you for your support. Success is generally defined by achieving wealth, respect, and fame. Social media defines this daily as we see celebrities, athletes, and politicians take center stage with their fashion, their awards, and their platforms from which all of them seek acceptance, fame, and money. But success comes in smaller packages as well. It's all those things that you achieve when you set your minds to it. Tonight you are celebrating a landmark achievement by graduating from high school. It's a success because you made it. It's a success for your parents because they made it. And for those of you that are going off to college, it's even a bigger success for your parents because your room may stay clean for weeks at a time while you're gone. The class of 2015 certainly made their mark for success, multiple successes. Together as a class, you've set a new record for pursuing scholarship awards to support your goals to continue your education. To date, scholarship awards filed with the College and Career Office amounts to $6,629,902. It's amazing. Many of our students accepted scholarships from around the country, including Arkansas, Kansas, Wyoming, Missouri, Montana, Texas, Iowa, New York, and the United States Military Academy at West Point. And of course, the local favorites of TU, OSU, OU, NSU, RSU, TCC, and NEO. We declared state championships in cheerleading, making it 3 years in a row. We became wrestling state champions. Back-to-back girls basketball state champions. Slow pitch softball champions. And Oklahoma Band Association state champions for the 13th consecutive year. Our chamber choir and jazz choir sang with BA alumni Kristen Chenoweth, appearing in concert and debuting on her album, Coming Home. Choir, orchestra, and wind ensemble all achieved OSSAA sweepstakes awards. Tiger Rhythm won Best Vocals and Grand Champion at the Lone Star Invitational in Texas. And anytime you can win in Texas, it's a huge win. The Pride of Broken Arrow brought home a regional championship from St. Louis and became Bands of America Class 4A national champions. We celebrated 75 student athletes who participated in the state Special Olympic Games this past weekend, and they brought home 36 gold medals. Mock Trial brought home a state-ranked trophy, making it 4 consecutive years in a row. Our speech and debate seniors won multiple tournaments and qualified for district champions and national qualification status. Our Latin club brought home a sweepstakes leadership award as a result of their multiple successes at their Oklahoma Junior Classical League convention this spring. Together, they claimed 136 trophies and awards. We are proud to have the very first Lemelson MIT Invent team in the history of Oklahoma. This group of students not only has shared their intellect with us, but also their compassion for those less fortunate living on the other side of the world. Broken Arrow High School had 6 National Merit semifinalists, with 5 going on to be declared finalists. We also had 1 student named as an Oklahoma Foundation for Excellence academic all-state recipient. Broken Arrow donated 292 units of life to the American Red Cross through our blood drives, donated over 2,000 cans of food to Broken Arrow neighbors over the course of the year, and seniors have volunteered over 5,273 hours to various organizations and businesses around Broken Arrow. Our community service efforts are indicative of a spirit of compassion for others in need. Zig Ziglar said, "Success is a journey, not a destination. On your journey through high school, you have arrived at many destinations along the way. Continue on your path and remember to never be complacent. When you meet one goal, set another. Gather up those people that believe in you and keep them close as you take this journey." I want to personally thank you for representing Broken Arrow High School in such an exceptional fashion. I wish you all many successes along the way. Dr. Mendenhall, members of the Board of Education, distinguished guests, family, and friends. As principal of Broken Arrow High School, it is my honor to present you the graduating class of 2015. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I hereby certify that each senior before you this evening will be completing the requirements established for a high school diploma by the state of Oklahoma and the Broken Arrow Board of Education. We will at this time begin the presentation to our seniors with members of the high school faculty announcing and Dr. Mendenhall, members of the board and district officials presenting to our graduates. We ask that the members of the audience help us in our ceremony by observing decorum that is appropriate for our commencement. We ask that items or sounds that are distracting be held till the end of the commencement. This will ensure that all students' names are heard as they cross the stage. Before we begin awarding diplomas, I would like to present our first graduates. Chase Michael Snyder. Paul Michael Davies. Tram Quinn Lee.
Tyler Eugene Clark Avard. Unique Lachey Barnes. Taylor Elizabeth Gibson.
Hadaya Chalky.
Christian Eric Hahn.
Raymond Franklin Starhawk Kingsley Knapp.
Andrew Mark Clutter.
Matthew Jonathan Bruns.
Michael Ethan Goad.
Seth Thomas Rosales.
Ayla Sherman.
Chase Douglas Turner.
Joshua A. Fox. Sean David Bianco. Alex Sergi McLean. Cody Elijah Wilkins. Alexander Allen Pettit.
Kirsten Marie Gooch.
Nathaniel Wayne Prey.
Hannah Joyce Gardner.
Andrew Thomas Looney.
Allison Lee Wynn.
Joel Kenneth Williams.
Reina Renee Romero.
Caleb Scott Parker.
Lauren Rebecca Stephen.
Benjamin Ray Minor.
Jenna Megan Buckles.
Austin Thomas Jester.
Wendy Allison Dunlap.
Jacob Michael Desana.
Chloe Nicole Hendricks.
Austin Lee Burke.
Holly Lane Harper.
Dalton Timothy Reese.
Jeanette Elena Noel Morris.
Jonathan David Sawyer.
Sierra Taylor Abbott.
Brianna May Archambault.
Laura Louise Singletary.
Kaylin Renee Silk.
Kaylee Danielle Cotton.
Rachel Marie Robinson.
Alexandra Dale Banning.
Mohammed Adnan Ilashi.
Savannah Marie Fenley.
Austin Lee Burrows.
Camilla Jasmine Stromberg.
Malia Amber Batson.
Anna Kiara Katomen.
Kayla Christine Tyndall.
Haley Mae Hennen.
Rayma Lynn Vasquez Vieira.
Deandra Elise Delso.
Ashton Raynell Johnson.
Yolanda Olympia Escoto.
Tina Maria Tran.
Rebecca Diane Church.
Cassidy Dawn Mason.
Sophie Isabeau Cordell.
Robert Alvarez.
Brooklyn Grace Colbert.
Anthony James Clark.
Makaya Danae Plemons.
Caleb Eugene Franklin.
Lucinda K. Tencher.
Alexandra Lynn Ibeson.
Erin Michelle Taberer.
Christina Jane Clark.
Brittany Sky Chisholm.
Sarah Gabrielle Kilbane.
Haley Ann Bauman.
Trent Mitchell Howard.
Matthew Dustin Craig Fields.
Joshua Emmanuel Holiday.
Charles Logan Taylor Morris.
Trenton Lee Cantrell.
Josue Gonzalez.
Tristan Bradley Perkle.
Carter Wilson Loud.
Timothy Joel Vessels.
Noah Daniel Watkins.
Wyatt Hatfield.
Skylar Lee Davis.
Seika Alexis McKee.
Aaron Bowden Short.
Alexander Joseph Wagner.
Ryan Charles Short.
Bradley Grant Dame.
Zachary Thurman Beck.
Cade Allen Thomas.
Zachary Ryan Rovang.
James Everett Parker.
Wyatt Noble Cobb.
Danae Weaver.
Jeremiah Charles Rankin.
Jessica Ann Foley.
Jarrell Lee Field Smallwood.
Victoria Rader.
Matthew Lawrence Emery.
Saran Heskias Mogos.
Wesley Ray Simmerman.
Madison Taylor Knoffel.
Justin Michael Waymeyer.
Elizabeth Hope Humbach.
Kyle Allen Wright.
Kinsey Leanne Rosenbaum.
Lauren Elaine Latondres.
Callie Renee Harrell.
Jessica Leanne Bristow.
Kenyon McGuire.
Marissa Jervis.
London Tyler Guy.
Taylor Brienne Stover.
Jessica Michelle Higgins.
Emily Marie Mitchell.
Nicole Renee Kinney.
Courtney Risley.
Kaylee Fisher.
Michael Lee Robinson.
Tyler D. Fry.
Juan Jesus Alcala.
Matthew Scott Clear.
Nick Martin.
Kate Elizabeth Perryman.
Markel Moses.
Allison Michelle Lewis.
Kevin Ayala.
Allison Elizabeth Smith.
Miguel Huerta.
Corbin Molino.
Parker Howell.
Garrett Matthew Morton.
Colton John Mann.
Emily Marie Gutierrez.
Shelby Nikel Holt.
Soshana Chavez.
Abigail Espinosa.
Marissa J. Renty.
Anandi Javan.
Marvin Deandro Atkins Jr.
Drew Olivia Raymond.
Ashley Marie Lopez.
Cameron Michael Butler.
Miranda Lynn Schwager.
Jacob Tanner Lamb.
Amber Leanne Toll.
Robert Christian Lee Hartfelder.
Brian Taylor Tunnel.
Brianna Woodward.
Keegan Tomlinson.
Thomason James Hanson.
Jordan Tyrell Ware.
Benjamin Nelson Andrews.
Grant Joseph Thomas Morris.
Sean Yoshi Dees.
Elias Miguel Zamora.
Ross Philip Dees.
Aaron Michael Brown.
Sarah Kang Vu.
Alicia Marie Weber.
Jessica Laughlin.
Katie Killian.
James David Nold II.
Jace Bedford.
Paige Laurabelle DeVary.
Jesse Lauren Gall.
Tony Trainer.
Drew Evan Forsman.
Sydney Drew Martino.
Madison Farrell Stewart.
Megan Marie Miller.
Casey Filio.
Taryn Gail Morton.
Jacqueline Dameron.
Juliet Miyakota Sky Moreno.
Andrew Wayne Tippett.
Erica Dominique Ariel Green.
Ashley Lynn Tippett.
Nan Thi Huan.
Nathaniel Walter.
Cody Thomas.
Brianna Gleason.
Timothy Ray Stout.
Darby Joe Robinson.
Kylie Lee Smith.
Bailey Claire Cole.
Nicholas Clinton Height.
Nicole Lee Rinkema.
Elisha Gavin Morse.
Laura Deanne Coppage.
Mariana Avgusti.
Caitlin Janae Center.
Emily Ellen Beck.
Hannah Nicole Murphy.
Tucker Carmen.
Brooks James Robinson.
Seth Lawrence Ezekiel Paulson.
Morgan Ashley Higgins.
Peter Vo.
Samantha Brooke McKee.
Logan Kent Tesaurus.
Piraya Calcon.
Taylor Allen Payne.
Michelle Yvonne Jurgens.
Cassie Jean Osborne.
Sarah Salimia.
Michaela Phillips.
Julia Gavel.
Michael Garrett Kula.
Julia Desai.
Adrian Walton Phillips.
George Grant Davis.
Cody Shanker on Polygon.
Chelsea Nicole Barnes.
Gabrielle Ewenfeld.
Ryan Douglas Wheeler.
Nicholas Alexander Lee.
Cody Lane Burke.
Audrey Rain Feathergill.
Cody Michael Ree.
Wyatt Scott Henricks.
Stevie Renee Adams.
Jack Emmett Thompson.
Luis Angel Carreño.
Justice Danielle Dixon.
Kyrie DeLeonard Puckett.
Emily Claire Bertrand.
Carly Ann Kimbrough.
Elena Joy Ricketts.
Sky Marie Payne.
Chase D. Devine.
Bailey Nicole Francis.
Trevor Wayne Parkhurst.
Hallie Adeline Shelton.
Matthew Morgan.
Anna Elizabeth Wheeler.
Colton Morrow.
Erin Nicole Skinner.
Sydney Carolyn Henshaw.
Hannah Jo Hendricks.
Hunter Bryce Eddings.
Brittany Dawn Gilmore.
Austin William Hannock.
Colton Riley Hall.
Ryan Michael Sixsmith.
Marissa LaRae Washington.
Andrew William Reyes.
Haley Renee Ginzel.
Zachary Tyler McChristiansen.
Gregory Dylan Kennedy.
Zachary David Medrick.
Emily Kate Carreño.
Sarah Hosh.
Jonathan Caleb Harris.
Shyla Ann Holman.
Bernardo Ipanema Morera.
Ariel Desiree Holman.
Brandon Cole Farrell.
Emily Brianna Goodwin.
Joel Stephen Brook.
Bryce Hicks.
Joshua Aaron Sanders.
Chad Ryan Betherum.
Pearson Edward Bolkus.
Karen Diamara Amano Martinez.
Landon Scott Bolenbach.
Sarah Susanna Alvarez.
Dylan Orvis Barnes.
Anthony Alvarez.
Jalen Davis.
India Catherine Bales.
Lucas Sampson.
Alyssa Michaela Berry.
Rachel Vossler.
Andrew Sasha McLean.
Samantha Errol Wisnant.
Jacob Laron Chance Matthews.
Shaylin Ann Friesen.
Jason Eugene Haru.
Shelby Lynn West.
Tori Alexis Jeffries.
Kendra Rochelle Hewlett.
Anna Marisa Livingston.
Jacob Andrew Thomas Freesting.
Cameron Gavlik.
Morgan Shea Adams.
Taylor Jade Watson.
Jordan Sky Adams.
Addie Chloe Frago.
Michaela Thomas.
Kennedy Michelle Goins.
Cameron Rosencutter.
Maggie Lynn Pembroke.
Cody Ray Carson.
Christian Ty Kaiser.
Ty Rutherford.
Kaya Armstrong.
Lauren Ashley Kidd.
Erica Oliveras.
Don Robert Nixon.
Leslie Victorino.
Marianne Nixon.
Maria Manahil Ahmed.
Christian Capper.
Kayla Renee Farrell.
Ashley Inez Howard.
Dua Nayab Tahir.
Dominic Burks.
Riley Blaine Lindahl.
Jacob William Gray.
Ashley Michelle Wood.
Hunter Carnes Mock.
Matthew Paul Collins.
Antonio Monaco Michael Rodriguez.
Christopher Ryan Seow.
Jordan Tyrell Gerritsen.
Franklin Neil Gump III.
Xavier Javon Johnson.
Austin Nelson Gilmore.
Benjamin William Kelch.
Shaylee Suzanne Smith.
Caitlin Victoria Communis.
Caitlin Elizabeth Pellini.
Mary Ann Jones.
Megan Rollo.
Tyler Brown McNair.
Brianna Nicole Ajamuti.
Gabe Norman Turner.
Sawyer Joseph Parks.
Annalisa Rivera Bale.
Travis Ray Roberts.
Andrew Jordan Watkins.
Derek Cole Lewis.
Paige Audrey Higgins.
Paul James Cancino.
Caden Scott Rice.
Taylor Kai Blaylock.
Madison Nicole Hayes.
Brittany Nicole Roberts.
Caitlin Mackenzie Moorfield.
Caitlin Mary Adkins.
Nick Anthony Simons.
Giovanni Lara.
Austin Jacob Rhodes.
Matthew James Korn.
Devin Romine.
Taylor Brooke Johnson.
Mariah Ann Huffman.
Jeremiah Fire Robin.
Autumn Danae Jones.
McKenna K. Reed.
Subhana Hassan Santor.
Hayden Kraus.
Amethyst Marie Tahuni.
Raven Ladera Welch.
Natalie Ray Carr.
Olivia Lee Scheidler.
Jaden George.
Victoria Rose Jackson.
Natasha Donay Hill.
Connor Maggio.
Ashton Page Myrick.
Tristan.
Dean Ellis Waddell.
Tristan Tate Poffin.
David Frith.
Hunter Lynn Baker.
Lily Michaela Yarborough.
Zach Lewis Howell.
Shannon Haley Patterson.
Megan Lynn Schrader.
Franklin Leroy Williams.
Cheyenne Marie Birch.
Leah McKay.
Brian Edward Bowen.
Sarah Elizabeth Green.
Sean Patrick McKinnon.
Kelsey Dawn Blag Schlegel.
Joshua Charles Zimmer.
Michaela Lynn Umholtz.
Louis David Aguilera.
Cassandra Newman.
Michael Lon Cook.
Johnny Dakota Todd.
Nathaniel Abibi.
Tim Goliberta.
DeAndre Jermaine Murphy.
Levi Christian Gilliam.
Gabrielle Mesa.
Corey Christian Reynolds.
Melissa Ann Jones.
Omar Adolfo Soto.
Tanzania Higgins.
James Brandon Pettit.
Rakisha Simone Lewis.
Aaron Joshua Blevins.
Laramie Jasmine Owens.
Tyler Ray Hazelrig.
Caitlin Michelle Scott.
Chelsea Jewel Bates.
Kyla Marie Hayes.
Hannah Elizabeth Reed.
Taylor Renee Jones.
Thierry Mbaya.
Janae Marie Dennis.
Whitney Shea Hall.
Kennedy Avante Johnson.
Frank Mbaya.
Tierra Tashay Jones.
Eric Vang.
Yasmin Shanice Edwards.
Ryan Daniel McNabb.
Jen Rashad Walker.
Al Muhammad Kuber.
Cortland Dion Coleman.
Brian Samuel Perez.
Jordan Ray Davis.
Eric Rocha.
Kaylin Harding.
Alexis Joshua Gonzalez.
Jeff Alexander.
Dmitry Yodenvenko.
Tessa Elaine Thomas.
Lapao Chang.
Jennifer Hahn.
Jesse Falling.
Samantha Lee Ballou.
Anthony Tyrell Manal.
Cole Klingerman.
Oline Michelle Shepard.
Scotland Paige Keck.
Alexa Morgan Aguilar Romero.
Keaton Nathaniel Brown.
Brandy Joe Hazlett.
Triona DeBose.
Jessica Ray Parker.
Victoria Jean Taylor.
Megan Nicole Whitaker.
Joseph Dwayne Mickles Jr.
Tyler Christian Stout.
Jaleel Khalif Friday.
Alexander Chucha Vang.
Cadence Bailey.
Nancy Pahai Vang.
Kobe Waddell.
Michelle Vang.
Joshua Jordan Brixey.
Jaria Vu.
Austin Taylor Spillers.
Yufang Zhang.
Reagan Ira Burns.
Michael Wong Zhang.
Caitlin Eve Geiger.
Isaiah Yang.
Jordan Nicole Holt.
Hawa Zhang.
Rebecca Abigail Daly.
Jacob Michael Mays.
Kurt Brian Lewis.
Shaylee Dawn Holloway.
Alana Martin.
Stormy Angel Ortiz.
Courtney Dawn Broughton.
Ashley Ray Kinney.
Drew Jacob Lewis.
Taylor Marie Satterwhite.
Jasmine Ruiz.
Colton J. Hill.
Ashlyn Elizabeth Day.
Aaron Taylor.
Caitlin Brooke Castleman.
Raul Daniel Gonzalez.
Corey Charles Ward.
Jeremiah Butler.
Jorge Uriba.
Krisha Joy Davis.
Andrew Joseph Bellamy.
Ellison Ray McGaw.
Christopher Gastineau.
Amanda Zong.
Cole David Harris.
Emily Maiku Vang.
Jade Elizabeth Westhoff.
Mai Nia Vang.
Michaela Alexis Childers.
Aaron Zhang.
Megan Burkett.
Abigail Bushio.
Michaela Nicole Lyons.
Kara Barnett.
Nathaniel Christian Mullins.
Savannah Denise Friend.
Justin Michael Messner.
Kennedy O'Hanson.
Brandon Jacob Day.
Ashley Marie Watts.
Hayden Allen Treat.
Rachel Pribble.
Christian Reed Coker.
Thomas William Lawson.
Samson Tyler Knight.
Kyle Andrew Ross.
Kendall Jacob Graham.
Connor James Bruner.
Bailey Marie Abbott.
Alexandra May Finley.
Elizabeth Blansett.
Ian Patrick Calhoun.
Erin Nicole Andrews.
Nathan Michael Middaw.
Bailey Countryman.
Chase Edward Evans.
Courtney Elizabeth Cole.
Clay Eugene Jen.
Tyler Christopher Sperry.
Clayton Glenn Williams.
Lindsay Nisley.
Tanya Lee Mylan.
Claudia Conaway.
Tristan Matthew Strope.
Kelly Lynn Johnson.
Anthony Austin Ramsey.
Shannon Kathleen Landreville.
Gregory David Easton.
Crystal Wynn Track.
Caleb Isaiah Benton.
Cristiana Amor Martinez.
Brody Allen Peary.
Josiah Aaron Detman.
Zandrew Jade Bonner.
August Stephanie Bacon.
Nicholas Corwin Job.
Kristen Renee Getter.
Joshua David Finley.
Haley Nicole Sanders.
Caleb Lee Williamson.
Shelby Tyler Cathcart.
Takaya Smith.
Chelsea Dawn Matthews.
Savannah Nicole Barton.
Jessica Michelle Carter.
Sarah Ashley Bridgewater.
Brianna Melita June Barker.
Tia Nicole Thomas.
Taylor Leanne Beverly.
Kevin Zhang.
Carson Nicole Edmondson.
Philip Zhang.
Elizabeth Ann Smith.
Connor James McNally.
Addison Yvonne Wimpy.
Theodore Allen Fath Jr.
Samantha K. Lynn.
Aaron Toddy.
Tristan Bryce Case.
Shania Ann Fuller.
Austin James Wilson.
Taylor Danielle Holder.
Harrison James Whitworth.
Tiffany Nicole Lindley.
Blaine Kendall Schnautz.
Patrick Hale.
Marley Diane Stacy.
Cheyenne Brooke Anderson.
Carla Janet Talamantes.
Shania Lee Hughes.
Allison M. McGee.
Lauren Michelle Sturdefelt.
Therese Marie Willis.
Kiana Nicole Wright.
Lena Lynn Jameson.
Majesta Marie Demery.
Sarah Ashley Crabtree.
Joseph Michael Taylor.
Jubilee Christian Jerry.
Sean Robert Willie.
Brooke Michelle Rothammer.
Samantha Ann Watson.
Emily Renee Hood.
Hope Brianne Smith.
Bailey Jordan Bottomley.
Jessica Michelle Schomer.
Anne Catherine Selman.
Tyler Mitchell Winland.
Kylie Mackenzie Hester.
Emily Bennett.
Elizabeth Lauren Watts.
Eldon Whitson McGuire.
Karis Nicole Smith.
Thomas Ferguson.
Christina Abigail French.
Logan Matheson Price.
Austin Thomas Schrader.
Ashley Renee Emmer.
Nicholas Ernesto Robertson.
Karina Donato.
Sierra Alta Berryhill.
Chelsea Elizabeth Rogers.
Carla Yesenia Mejia.
Miranda Susan Elizabeth Ray.
Lauren Olivia Monroe.
Summer Ray Lynn Griffin.
Brittany Renee Winters.
Sydney McLaren Patton.
Sarah Gail Golden.
Hunter R. Wilson.
Nicole Marie Smith.
Riley Christian Saint.
Zoya Hessen.
Brianne Riley Scott.
Gabriel David Sams.
Mackenzie Lynn Shreve.
James Keith Pulliam.
Rachel Michelle Montgomery.
John Paul Ray.
Alyssa Marie Mijos Price.
Warren Leake III.
Blake Thomas Knight.
Davis Chase Mitchell.
Jacob Stephen Perrier.
Anna Brooke Taylor.
Justin Earl Bryce Callison.
Kendra Allison Clark.
Brian Alexander Franklin.
Hannah Marie Shackelford.
Cheyenne Applegate.
Kaylee Marie Fry.
Casey Skinner.
Lauren Elizabeth Holland.
Jessica Faith Mendoza.
Savannah Lee Page.
Kevin Gunther Edwards.
Cheyenne Marie Kelly.
Gregory Dale James Baker.
Christina Lene Ruiz.
Leah Michelle Boggs.
Abigail Lindsay Huffman.
Kevin Touch.
Brandon Thompson.
Cody Andrew Dayton.
Eddie Don Burns.
Caleb Michael Betts.
Corey Gibson.
Caitlin Marie Considine.
Sonia Nicole West.
Tierra Nicole Phelps.
Jalecia Watson.
Tony Renee Ross.
Luciana Garrett.
Cassie Aaron Payne.
Marilyn Simone Cunningham.
Christina Celeste Hubbard.
Jeremiah Emerson Ivy.
Kayla Mercedes Morgan.
Peyton Trey Bailey.
Anthony Charles Bennett.
Stephen Gable Allen.
William Wyatt Alexander.
Jasmine Danielle Hall.
Caitlin Rose Hatton.
Allison Lee Akers.
Rachel Noel Tier.
Landon Doughton.
Devisi Ray Boato.
Patrick Sanchez.
Amber Verdun Radcliffe.
Asterid Perez.
Sage Nicole Rhodes.
Sylvia Melissa Yevra.
Savannah Christine Drum.
Olin Taylor Wright.
Samantha Sky Duke.
Bo Alejandro Davis.
Andrew Bryce Lee.
David Joshua Putnam.
Connor Grant Thetford.
Patrick Thomas Stoltzner.
Thomas John Woodard.
Patrick Philip Considine.
David Andrew Orison.
Tayi Lee Ryan Wilson.
Haley Nicole Carver.
Connor Joseph Yarnall.
Daniel Andrew Gonzalez.
Cooper Allen Darnell.
I knew that.
Carlos Ramirez.
Corey Lane Johnson.
Darius Purnell.
Colby Jack Basket.
Samuel D. Carrico.
Luke Cameron Swisher.
Hannah Aubert.
Brianne McKenzie Blackman.
Tracy Allen Bell.
Bruce Cancino.
Julie Lynn Stenchcomb.
John Mark Esther.
Morgan Ray McDonald.
Robert Michael Legg.
Benjamin Michael Levy.
Cayman J. Dower.
Ryan Andrew Schwab.
Brianna Michelle Fullerton.
Hannah Elizabeth Arning.
Samantha Bethany Culver.
Brian Timothy Corley.
Emily Marie Isbell.
Jordan Alaman.
Kamisha Marie Boynton.
Kyra Foreman.
Shayna Tierra Lowe.
Rachel Nicole White.
Thomas McCord Lewis.
Gavin Evans Reese.
Bryson Andrew Bowers.
Cody Lawrence Collins.
Brandon Clay Rosser.
Brittany Dawn Young.
Austin Gage Deeth.
Crystal Renee Coons.
Rayleigh Joe Caldwell.
Brittany Dawn Shackelford.
Kaylee Hunter Holmes.
Megan Marie Lieber.
Rosemary Vermeulen.
Dylan James Scafetta.
Jeffrey Daniel Hutchison.
Matthew August Voskel.
Morgan Nicole Denson.
Morgan Christine Withers.
McKenna Lynn Charles.
Tiffany Jeray Jones.
Emma Kate Davis.
Sierra Nicole Bell.
Samantha Diane Sabio.
Hannah Victoria Zimmer.
Tegan Dawn Jackson.
Rachel Nicole Watsky.
Erin Cassidy Schrock.
Harley Ashlyn Matheson.
Mackenzie Emma Barnes.
Kelson Sean Goins.
Michaela Shaw.
Shannon Stewart.
Zach Tanner Franks.
Jamilex Amanda Rivera.
Blake Anthony Moses.
Ashley Daughtry.
Everett Vanderveen.
Travis Lee Shell.
Dustin Lopez.
Rebecca Lynn Peck.
Victoria Taylor Reno Tussey.
Mariana Ruth Gonzalez.
Robert Levi Herring III.
Alicia Lauren Knox.
Jonathan Benjamin Jenkins.
Jacob Kuali'i Damriki.
Robert Wesley Tankersley.
Jackson Chase Walker.
Jasmine Elise Devonshire.
William Bradley Shufy.
Dejanice Danae Thomas.
Maggie Lynn Scott.
Victoria Nicole Johnson.
Kenzie Noel Minor.
Kristen Seymour.
Haley Amanda Rashid.
Natalie K. Deathrow.
Nikayla Joe Wolf.
Kristen May Bunch.
Zachary Schum.
Erica Nicole Grover.
Ryan Dwayne Hughes.
Miranda Shea Smith.
Angela Hennigan.
Dalton Nicholas Schmidtlein.
Ryan Evans Weaver.
Taylor K. Pickens.
Riley Lawson.
Ani Isabel Reed.
Andrew Michael Schur.
Logan Edward Joy.
Carly Elizabeth Sherman.
Rebecca Strawberry Harvey.
Spencer Douglas Myers.
Madison May George.
Cassidy Elwell.
Taryn Renee Wright.
Jessica Lee Barnes.
Jasmine Aries Shaw.
Bailey Jordan Coos.
Taylor Michelle Matlock.
Maria Del Carmen Garcia.
Paige Elaine Eberly.
Natasha Hodges.
Shelley Cheyenne McGilbray.
Christian Sage Jones.
Michaela Grace Montanto.
Logan Taylor Wilson.
Sarah Elizabeth Moore.
Lacey Rose Maxfeld.
Victoria Alexis Banuelos.
Colin Michael Biggs.
Jaden Isaac Cook.
Mason Kane Maccabee.
Blake Alec Sterling.
Cordelia Jade Fury.
Jamie Lenora Cruz.
Sierra Jane Armstrong.
Allison Summer Holopoff.
Houston Hake.
Hafsa Khan.
Nathaniel Blake Kimbrell.
Samara Marie Savage.
Ian M. Howard.
Kayla Nicole Smith.
Zane Brenton Marquette.
Tara June Seipert.
Chase McKay.
Paige Elizabeth Turner.
Kayla Michelle Aiken.
Joshua Dean Pumphrey.
Kate Bennett.
Carson Alexander Kidd.
Christopher Eugene Jackson.
Connor McKee Canfield.
Jessica Stacy.
Joshua Ryan McElroy.
Taylor Marie Thomas.
Adeline Grace Rudy.
Jody Ann Mikhail Hooper.
JC Lynn McElroy.
Andy Joel Rivera Santiago.
Emma J. Smith.
Zachary Aaron Scott McCaslin.
Courtney Dawn Kessel.
Samantha Luz Colmenares.
Kobe Brian Waymeyer.
Rivers Dean Reeder.
Kyler Blaine McNeil.
Jackson John Paul Lee.
Jenner Jason Moffitt.
Preston Ellen Vargas.
Alexander Breedlove.
Christopher David Royal.
Cami Desiree Adkins.
Colin Alexander Lundy.
Keela Victoria Booth.
Chris Buttress.
Deborah Jean Meyer.
Cody Lee Mason.
Dolly Louise McGuire.
Aaron Enrique Villa Pacheco.
Matthew Stephen Majors.
Emmanuel Pacheco.
Brandon Lee Mendez.
Matthew Benjamin Shell.
Jesse Cole Worthington.
Jacob Markatoris.
Joshua Rex William Payne.
Cody Dwayne Garrett.
Randall Arman Woodard.
Grant Harrison Duval. No, hang on.
Wesley Allen Brewer.
Wait, it'll go to him.
Christopher S. Council.
Kellen Marcus Murray.
Jeremy Ray Hickman.
Michael Weston Ott.
Austin Lewis Hendricks.
Gage Nagy.
Neil Steinhauer.
Caitlin Elizabeth Meeks.
Alexis Charm Broyles.
Moses Eliezer Urizar.
Hunter Choate.
Caroline Mariana Veloria.
Timofey Bliskowka.
Jeff Lee Cagle.
Dylan Michael Brown.
Alan Eulelio Lopez Escobedo.
Jordan Eugene Slatcher.
Stephanie Becerra.
Charity Parker.
Araceli Gayton.
Julie Michelle Mazer.
Chase Parsons.
Miriam Jessica Ramirez.
Miranda Nicole Thomas.
Diana E. Wilson.
Christopher Ryan Clarkson.
Kelsey Sue Tennant.
Jacob Brian Baldridge.
Shane Travis Golden.
Spencer Paul Cochran.
Tyler Paul Haynes.
Esther Lim.
Nicholas Jarrod Jackson.
Shirley Eileen Perez.
Vincent Archer.
Chloe Madeline Allen.
Amanda Denise Brown.
Jasmine Mata.
Madison Rebecca Leeming.
Alexandria Maria Guerra.
Kelsey Rose Goodapple.
James Robert Williams.
Ann Coggins.
Luke Worsham.
Madison Paige Moses.
Chrissy Lee Emsweiler.
Zachary Spencer Oward.
Alexander Christian Douglas Stormer.
Austin Lewis Hayes.
Nicole Lee Branson.
Austin Dean Best.
Nicholas Mattern.
Trevor Ruben Vasquez.
Carlin Shea Brown.
Dakota Anthony Klum.
Charlie Rinda.
Minji John.
Adam Ingram.
Sahenko Dimitri.
Michelle Jacobs.
Christina Renee Williams.
Audrey Anna Wilkins.
Alec Kemp.
Asia Alexandria Smith.
Luis Anthony Jamie.
William Roger Hankins.
Richard White.
Zachary Aaron Sturgeon.
Scott Conrad Adkins.
Tyler Austin Crooks.
Caleb Alexander Elmore.
Miguel Reyes.
James Ed Lowry.
Jesse Michael Payne.
Caleb Michael Wesson.
Tristan Lee Newman.
Reagan Joy Sullivan.
Adam Wayne Davies.
Nathan Andrew Farmer.
Haley May Smith.
Wayne Cole Washburn.
Olivia Jacqueline Vargas.
Timbria Zoe Gardenhive.
Jordan Michelle Baker.
Kelsey Diane Swisher.
Andrew Michael Kelly.
Brianna Alexis Livermore.
Brian Shell.
Emily Maureen Stenquist.
Nicholas Allen Brown.
Miranda Lee Watson.
Madison Stumbaugh.
Riley Brent DeHart.
Sheridan Elizabeth Turner.
Casey Dawn Williams.
Holly Amber Blackstock.
Andrew Nathan Cooper.
Samuel Dennis Hickson.
Jonathan David Williams.
Chris Williams.
Mark Thomas Washer.
Dylan Thomas Wilson.
Sarah Diane Cox.
Peter Blong Hang.
Bridget Ann Burnett.
Kayla Teofla Ferguson.
Miranda Lucille Christine McLaughlin.
Miranda Maria Bowman.
Derek Zane Edmondson.
Devin Nicole Lombard.
Prudence Bianca Hall.
Crystal Portillo.
Brooke Emily Wombold.
Martine Arnulfo Rodriguez.
Sarah Marie Shelton.
Logan McKay.
Nastasha Noel DeGarmo.
Ian Bailey Hockett Phillips.
Marcus Jawan Simmons.
Tristan James Self.
Shayla Morel Henderson.
Van Michael Patty.
Lauren Elizabeth Norberg.
Jarrod Michael Tate.
Davian Ray Jeffries.
Bailey Joe Cardenas.
Rebecca Noel Broknicki.
Drew Edwin.
Joni Barnes.
Andrew Ray Thompson.
Madison Bailey Dawson.
Madison Jade Lotta.
Mackenzie Ray Sowers.
Rachel Kerr.
Amanda Marie Chandler.
Alan Dwayne Franks.
Serena Patrice Tinsley.
Callie Davis.
Destiny Monet.
Chelsea K. Luis.
Antoine Harris.
Brock Zachary Anderson.
Carly Nicole Wall.
Duan Dupree Harris.
Madison Monroe Johnson.
Zachary Stephen Coachmeyer.
Alvaro Leon.
Charles Nicholas Glenn.
Morgan Lynn Treadwell.
Sarah Renee Rogers.
Christian Thomas Clark.
Please be seated.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. It's almost that time. Students, once we are done with the turning of the tassels and Tiger Pep, seniors, you are dismissed to return to the high school for project graduation. Remember, check-in is at midnight, so don't be late. Miss Lee, would you please return to the podium?
The Senior Executive Board has decreed that we will meet again in the city of Broken Arrow at a place to be announced in the year 2025. Class of 2015, will you please stand?